and it's important to remember what, including this season, well, excluding this season, Aubameyang would have 2 years left. So we need to look at an ex-captain. For me, it definitely shouldn't be Bellerin. It definitely 110% should not be Hector Bellerin. It should be Tierney. You can even see you can even see Bellerin copying Tierney, and maybe that's a reason for his form. You can see him tucking in his shirt, short sleeves. You can see it all. Tierney gets it, and don't get it twisted. Tierney's played for Celtic. He understands what it's about. He's from Glasgow, working class region. He understands that he ain't got time to waste. He's representing his family, and he's in a privileged position. He understands it. For me, it's a bit telling that I'm speaking about Tierney and Partey and Saka, people that ain't been at this team collectively for 2 years, 3 years, and they get it more than some experienced players. Tierney leads by example. I think there's every chance he'll get captaincy. He's consistent. He gets it. He's always, whether we win or lose or whatever, he doesn't hide. Like, there's certain players in this team, when we're winning, they all want to give post-game interviews and things and chat and chat and chat. Tierney's one of the only ones that actually are doing it here and there. He's consistent. It feels like he's been here for 5 years. And so, for me, I always say he's like the white Sagna, in that when Sagna came at right back, we were not speaking about right back anymore. And we're not speaking about it for Tierney. The only criticisms you can say about Tierney is, he's had some problems with his fitness, which have left him this year. If he's not fit, we're in problems. But he gets it. He fully understands the logic of playing for the badge on the front, and fans will remember the name on the back, sort of thing. So and it's that simple. He's a leader. He leads by example. He's very vocal, and he was vocal even from when he made his debut in the Europa League under Emre. You can see him bollocking man and things like that. Absolute leader at 23 years of age, people. He's captain his country. He's captain Celtic. Captain in Arsenal is light work. Simply put. When asked if he has a future as a captain, he said, I think he can be, because he has the respect and the admiration of every member of staff and the player. And, Tierney knows when to not take himself seriously. You can see him always having jokes with Smith Rowe, and they're always poking folks at his fashion sense. We've all seen the Tesco's handbag, Tesco's bag. We all seen that. I mean, Tierney's a madman, It's probably summertime for him. You can see him out here in shorts and whatnot. They make them different in Glasgow. Shout out all the Scottish man them in the chat as well. So yeah, he should have the respect, because he gets it. And what I like about Tierney, do you remember when Tierney first came in, and you heard apparently there was concerns that Tierney is too rough and tumble in training, and Tierney come out and say, I train the way I play. It's as simple as that. Facts. That's what I want to hear. I don't want man to captain this team who say Alexis Sanchez is too much of a winner and he wants to win too much. I want man like Kieran Tierney to captain this team. And when I look about it, yeah, there's man that I could say could be leaders, Aubameyang, Lacazette. I actually think Holding is pretty vocal, but Tierney's the one for me. Like, the rest are all wishy-washy. Tierney's the one for me that should be captain, unless someone else can show it. Other than that, I'm probably looking at Saka, because the other men are not really on this thing. And he's also said it's just the way he does it. He does it in a natural way. He's a really shy boy, but I think he represents all the values we want to install and that are in the DNA of this football club. So you can tell he keeps himself to himself. He's, like you can see, he's shy, he's humble. He's not going to be the loudest voice in the room. But when it comes to football, he does the talking thing. Like you said, he's shy, he's so humble. He came here and it took him a while. He had a really bad injury. He's away from home, but he's a natural leader. So he's taken all of that in his stride and came out the other way. We know how he behaves on the field. We know what he does and things. So no need to continue with the Tierney business. He should be captain. I think it's very telling that we're saying wait till summer for Lacazette. At least he hasn't. Lacazette ain't been done dirty in that. It ain't been when it was El Nene, Arteta kind of quashed that down straight away. That ain't really happened. But I think it's telling, because Aubameyang last year, Saka last year, we weren't trying to hear to the end of the season. I think it's very telling for Lacazette. I think the only way Lacazette gets a new deal if he continues this goal scoring. Arteta's praised his abilities, but goal scoring, I don't mind Lacazette staying and being part of the team, as I said yesterday, but it's all a myth for me. He has to wait till the summer. I know he presses well. I think no one in our team has recovered the ball in the final third more than him. He wins a lot of fouls. He's been in a goal scoring run of form, but is it going to continue? Lacazette is a hot and cold player. He's not a consistent goal scorer. He goes through spells where he bags week in, week out, and then he'll stop. He's already done that this year. I think people underappreciate him, and I think he can be used in the squad, but it's all about the finances. And at 29 years of age, or turning 29, you've got to think about the length of contract. You've got to think about the finances, because again, you've got Willian now and Aubameyang for the next couple of years. You'd throw Lacazette. Would he be justifying it? Because right now the two other players are not justifying it, and you've also got mismanagement of wages elsewhere. You're still going to have a couple of players till the 2022 contracts as well. I know if the 2021 contracts depart, we're shaving around 600k a week off the wage bill, so it could be there. We're not going to make 52 million back on Lacazette. Or he's 30 now. Is Lacazette 29 or 30? I thought he was 29. Has it been his birthday recently? So yeah, 29 years of age. But yeah, man, hopefully he can play. If he keeps performing like this, hopefully, if he isn't going to stay, he's put himself into the shop window for other clubs. Like big up Lion Boy, whatever you said. Lacazette is 29. He looks so much older. Arsenal will do that to you, my guy. When asked on the contract business, he said, "No, we haven't talked about anything related to his contract." What does that tell you? We're trying to move man on. We're not really trying to have a new deal for him unless he can play to an amazing standard. We're not trying to do this new deal thing for him. He said, "We'll talk in the summer and make a decision on what's going to happen." So you're going to need to reach that decision very quickly with him, people. I think this is Lacazette's last year if he isn't going to run down his deal. Right now, I don't think he's going to sign a new deal. I don't think he should. He also said, "I'm delighted with the way he's playing, the goals he's scoring, and the form and energy he's got at the moment. So he needs to keep doing that." And that's facts, man. So we'll have to see in relation to Lacazette, but I don't think he's going to get a new deal. I think that's someone that the club are more likely to let him run down his deal or just leave permanently, because again, it's all about the finances. And for all Lacazette's strengths, I do think we need to entertain offers for him, but I also think if you sell Lacazette, you need to bring in another striker, you know. So yeah, man, we'll have to see what happens in relation to that, people.